Tomorrow, the federal pause on evictions will expire. The eviction ban was put in place at the start of the pandemic to protect renters who had lost their jobs and simply couldn't pay the rent. In Colorado, an estimated 9% of renters were behind on rent this month. In Congress right now, the House Democrats are trying to gather enough votes to pass a bill to extend that moratorium.
The administration is going to work together with leaders in Congress on potential avenues to extend the eviction moratorium to protect these vulnerable renters and their families. We understand how critical that is, how important that is.
CBS 4's Sean Chitness on the story in Denver. And Sean, this issue has also had a big impact on those landlords.
Well, Jim, advocates on both sides agree that the money that will help make more housing affordable and available needs to not only get to the residents, but to those landlords as well. And tonight, it is unclear whether the moratorium will remain, but there is a short-term solution that is emerging. For those who have already applied for help, they may be getting a little more time to wait to get that money. For rent signs across the metro area capture the limited availability for tenants in the market. But experts say there isn't enough housing available to keep up with demand. Removing the eviction moratorium could make the situation worse.
It is keeping renters in their homes while rental assistance works its way through the system to stabilize households, to stabilize landlords, and to stabilize the state.
Those advocating for landlords say the data available shows people are making payments and evictions are stable. They worry that delaying money to some will force landlords to sell property and take away even more rental units.
And those people are not well capitalized. They can't both make their mortgage payment and not receive rent. So any delay, any non-payment hits those folks especially hard.
A compromise could be letting those who are applying for assistance keep their home while they wait for the money.
Nobody who's applied for rental assistance should be evicted.
It'll cover a situation where the resident receiving funding is just not going to happen.
The state has approved more than $118 million in housing assistance, but it can take 4 to 6 weeks for people to get that money.
It's in a housing provider's best interest to get money rather than have an empty housing unit.
Every eviction is a tragedy, and every eviction is a heartbreak.
The state's Department of Local Affairs told us that they are working to get payments into a system that would be like direct deposit, and that would allow them to speed up how quickly people get that money. Reporting live tonight in Denver, Sean Chitness, covering Colorado First.